School of Law. So I'm a lawyer by profession, and I've practiced law for the many years since admission, again in 1999. Later on, I became a constitutional lawyer, and that background gave me the opportunity to actually be one of the most privileged Kenyans to write Kenya's current constitution in 2010. And thereafter, I will consult in a couple of other countries in the region: Zimbabwe, Zambia, Egypt, Tunisia, Liberia, and Lesotho, the Mountain Kingdom of Lesotho. But you know, I owe all this to the opportunity given to me by the Chevening Scholarship, and so it was an eye-opener for me. And while in England, of course, because I didn't like the weather, just for the record, coming from the Kenya of the North, plenty of sunshine. Yeah, so, but I think it would be nice. But it was for me an eye-opener, and actually I began to question many things. As a student of law in development, where the idea of law was an instrument of social change, of social engineering, and one wondered, and that's when I started really comparing between our two countries, England then, and of course Kenya, and really asked myself very many critical questions. And at the time I was completing my studies, and I wanted to go back to Kenya. Some of the colleagues from countries such as Zimbabwe, who of course, as you all know, that they are having serious problems, wondered, why am I going back to Kenya? And I simply told them that I had some unfinished business in my village. In fact, I think I was this premonition that I would be discovering oil. So I wanted to make sure that that oil is well taken care of. And actually, I'm considering changing my name from Ekuru to Sheikh El Haj Ekuru Aukot. Obungamia one upon But so yeah, I needed to come back to Kenya because I thought that the knowledge we all acquire, the experiences, the wildlife experiences that we acquire out there, really must be able to impact the societies where we came from. So I came back to Kenya, joined the human rights sector as a consultant initially, and later on executive director of Kituo Sharia. And again, applying my knowledge, the knowledge that I acquired from my PhD research, I actually started the Urban Refugee Intervention Program in Eastleigh. And the idea was that we want to save refugees from a lot of police harassment. Instead of them traveling all the way from Eastleigh and coming to Oledume Road, somewhere in Kilimani, we want to take this legal service to them in Eastleigh, where they can just walk in and get advice. So I pursued that. And of course, the opportunity with writing Kenya's Constitution came in 2009, and I was again in that team of a committee of experts that wrote our current Constitution. I'm proud because Warwick University gave me the opportunity to teach alongside Professor John McEldoni, constitutional law and administrative law. I wondered actually, how can this native from Turkana land be teaching constitutional administrative law in our country without a written constitution? It was quite a very good experience, and it really opened me quite a bit. But over the years, I've actually reflected about of what use is knowledge acquired under very privileged circumstances if you don't really begin to use that knowledge to be able to impact the society, the community where you come from. So, closer to the point that has been, repeated, I am possibly the latest political lunatic in town because I am just fed up of complaining, lamenting, being a bystander, curious onlooker on what's happening in our political sphere and not doing anything about it. And I feel that a lot of us who are seated here, Chevening scholars, we can say that over and over again. I think we underestimate our influence on what kind of change we can actually bring to our society. So 2014 for me was an eye-opener when I thought this country was much deeply divided along either tribal or ethnic line. So we started an entity called the Third Way Alliance Kenya. And Third Way Alliance Kenya basically draws its inspiration from the political history of Kenya. We are convinced at Third Way Alliance Kenya, that's my political party and I'm the party leader, that the first liberation in this country was in 1963. We are convinced it was betrayed. Political conmen took over the leadership of this country and actually betrayed everything that was the agitation towards delivering Kenya to the right people. Fast forward 1992, with the onset of multi-party democracy, again people who had perfected the language of change and reform got into leadership of Kenya, but went into slumber. They did very little, and up until now, many of them are still seeking political, positions. So we felt that was the second liberation in Kenya. It opened the democratic space, and Kenyans began, to talk about democracy, human rights, inclusion, and all those things. But still, we did not see the kind of desired change that we all wanted. So in 2014, just immediately after the election, quite a number of us, 5 of us actually met at a restaurant called Sekiri, and we thought, is there nothing really we can do as this generation of Kenyans? Is it not possible for us to actually rewrite the history of this Kenya, at least for future generations? I strongly believe that at my 40s, and I'm not telling you how old I am, that most of us are actually living bonus life. And therefore, if we don't do something about inculcating a certain environment for at least our children or their children, I think we are failing and letting this country down. That the education we have acquired in England, all of us here as scholars, is really nothing. So that's when we started Third Way Alliance Kenya. And Third Way Alliance Kenya is the idea that Kenya needs a third liberation. And that third liberation is about the need for responsive and transformative leadership in this country. So we are putting about 5 issues on the table as Third Way Alliance. The number 1 issue we think is we need to end economic and social injustice visited upon the various communities and regions in this country. Let me just give you an example. I'm giving you this example as a nomadic pastoralist from the Kenya of the North. What is my social cultural identity as a nomad? It's probably my cows, my goats, my camels, and all those animals. But when these animals are taken on the barrel of a gun, an AK-47, the law in this country has predominantly described that as cattle rusting or traditional practice. As a lawyer, I see that as robbery with violence. And the penalty is you hang by the neck until you die. So I see that as an economic injustice visited upon certain groups in this country. Because if I take away your Mulika Mwizi on the streets of Nairobi, actually forcefully, that's actually is robbery with violence. So we feel at Third Way Alliance that the need to end economic and social injustice is just now. Our daily life struggles are felt today, not tomorrow. The second issue that really concerns me, and the reason why I'm putting myself out there to challenge the dominant political narrative in this country, is that theft of public funds, public money that ought to develop all of us, money that ought to give us good hospitals, schools, roads, security and all that, is being stolen, by the people we entrust with leadership. I don't know, change the face of some of these counties is actually not accounted for. So we felt that as a generation of Kenyans that really want to see a better country, we need to find a way of stopping this theft of public funds. And we feel the number 1 solution to all that is a complete overhaul of the leadership of this country. Because 53 years ago, the political contestation in Kenya was about Odinga Kenyatta the fathers. 53 years later is Odinga Kenyatta the sons. What is it with the rest of us? Is it that we have no ideas about how this country can best be led? Let me give you an example. When I went to England, again thanks to Chevening scholarship, landed into London Heathrow, came out of London Heathrow, go down into Thames Station. 1 hour you're in central London. Now, if you're a minister of transport in Kenya, you fly into London, 1 hour you're in central London, you transact business. You fly back to Nairobi, Kenya, JKIA, you probably live in the leafy suburbs of this country. 3 or 4 hours you're stuck in the traffic jam. I mean, don't you think there's something psychic about that kind of leadership? isn't there something you can actually borrow about what you see out there? So a lot of these things, these interactions actually influenced my current journey towards the leadership of this country. And I think we can do things differently in this country, especially if all of us here decided to stick out our necks and say, we can do this thing differently, because it affects us. In fact, the other example I want to give you is that in a country with a population of about 45 million, there are only 25,000 mortgages. I don't know how many of you thought about that. 25,000 mortgages. And even those 25,000 mortgages, you probably have to work in the financial sector in Kenya at an interest rate of about 6 and below 10% to be able to afford a home. So yes, he went to Oxford, Warwick, Birmingham, and all those good universities. But where you live sometimes does not even reflect the status you acquired in those countries. And I'm thinking this is something that our generation must begin to actually question and say we can do these things differently. The number 3 reason why I'm actually thinking about leadership of this country is simply the plight of women and youth. I just think the youth of this country and the women have been political flower girls for the longest time. We cheer the same fellows. We are promised Youth Enterprise Fund, Women Enterprise Fund, and the next thing they do is they steal that money. NYS, you know what happens. You have to be a Kavura to actually access about 1.6 billion Kenya shillings. So I feel that if our generation actually walk up and say we are going to form the kind of government that is responsive to the issues that concern us, we can do that. So I thought, with all this world experience, global outlook on how other countries really prosper in terms of, just infrastructure, opportunities that come with it, I think we need to challenge ourselves as the Chevening alumni. That is there nothing that we can do to change this scenario? The 4th reason, of course, is tribalism, negative ethnicity. Look at all of us here, beautifully dressed, in a dining fine in Radisson Blue. And we believe at Third Way Alliance that Kabila ni mjinga. It's utter nonsense. I mean, none of us actually wrote to whoever your creator is that I want to be born a Turkana or a Samburu or a Kikuyu or a Luo. And yet, the manner in which ethnicity has been used in this country is actually to conflict all of us, regardless of our education. And sadly, I'll tell you this. People ask me, Ekuru, are you mad? I mean, you are a Turkana. How many votes can you garner for seeking the presidency? I simply tell them I'm not a president of the Turkana. I would like to be a president of Kenyans. And tribe doesn't matter to me. Does tribe matter to you right now, where you are seated here? Did it matter to you when you went to England as a Chevening scholar? So I think this is something that we need to do. And I'm happily married to a beautiful Kikuyu woman from Morogoro, Tetu. And we are creating our own tribe called the Tukuyus, Turkana Kikuyus. So, and I'm thinking that's the kind of Kenya that I really want to see. And if you don't do this, guys, I mean, I don't know who else will do it. Of course, the last reason why I'm thinking that the leadership of this country must change is the need to protect the Constitution, especially the evolution and the rule of law. There is no country, as I believe, there is no country in the world that will prosper without fidelity to certain order, to certain regulation systems and processes. That's why all of us, when we went to England, we plugged and played, because the systems and processes work in those countries. Why can they work in Kenya? Yes, and lastly, I'm actually done. That's too generous of you. And I think lastly, I just want to appeal to you guys and everybody seated here. I don't think it's in vain that you went to England and as a Chevening scholar acquired the knowledge that you acquired. I want to challenge all of us to put that knowledge into practice. If you put that knowledge into practice, I think we will be able to cultivate, to nurture the kind of society that we want. Not replicate England, I don't think we can. But I think there are certain good things that we learn about what happens in other countries of the world. And I think we can make Kenya better for all of us. I mean, I would not want any of our children to be standing before us here and talking about leadership. Since I was in nursery school, primary and all that, I was promised that you're the leader of tomorrow. I actually wondered, when is this tomorrow coming? So I think we should arrest tomorrow and make it today. And 2017, August 8th, I hope all of you will actually vote for Ekuru Aukot. Let's begin to rewrite the story of this country, at least for future generations. That is the responsibility we all and to ourselves, to our children, and to future generations. And for some of you who have not read the Constitution of Kenya, I would like you to start reading from the preamble. It talks about future generations as well. And I think that's the responsibility we must give ourselves. And with those many remarks, I want to say that I'm proud to be a Chevening alumni, and thanks for the opportunity. And Your Excellency, I hope we are very loyal.
A round of applause, please, to His Excellency Dr. Aukot. So I want to say, take our country back, and this is, I'm just removing my journalistic hat. Taking our country back, Ekuru for president. So Ekuru for president, taking our country back. All right, shall we go? Taking our country back.
Ekuru for president.
Ekuru for president.
Taking our country back.
All right, great.